Enjoy, Richard. This is your tool. Okay. Rule of thumb, as loud as you can. The louder you are, my job's easier.
We have Richard Major, and Richard
Okay. You want to sound good.
is passionate about helping the older population be the best, live the best lives throughout our golden years. I'll talk about golden years later. He has spent the last 8 years working with seniors on strength exercises and fall prevention. With a background in personal training, holistic nutrition, and working in the hospitals with physio and occupational therapists, Richard brings his knowledge and passion for seniors everywhere he goes. Would you please welcome Richard Major? Yay, Richard!
Thank you very much for this opportunity. And thank you, Kathy, and 55 Plus Lifestyle Show for this opportunity to share my message with you today. Now, I know it says on there that we're going to do a morning move around, but we will get to that, although I have a very important message for all of you. And as you probably know by now by looking at me, I am not a senior. Nor I don't think many of you are here either, are you? And although my message is directed towards seniors, it's also a very important message that's directed towards all of you, myself included. You see, for the past 8 years, I've been working in the hospitals and on my own as a personal trainer for seniors. And what I've come to see is that although I'm not old or a senior, I've seen my fair share of old age. I have seen the fear of falling. And I have felt with compassion the pain of an amputation. And I've seen firsthand what it's like to be in the OR witnessing a knee and a hip replacement. And I've had the fortunate opportunity to help one of those people be rehabilitated back into the community. I am also first-handedly experienced in knowing what it's like to lose a loved one, more than one. But what I am so honored and amazed about is how resilient and adaptable our bodies are. And I'm even more honored and proud to say that these people who endure these challenges are sadly, most of them, our seniors, our loving seniors. And if exercise could be made into a pill and taken orally, how many of you would take exercise? Yeah, absolutely, everybody would, I'm sure. But the unfortunate thing is that exercise is not put into a pill, sadly enough. But the ironic thing about retiring or going into the seniors' years is that it's the worst time to stop exercising. You see, the last 12 years of our life on average is in suffering. So what that means is our golden years are sadly short-lived. But they don't have to be. You see, a sedentary lifestyle leads to many physical and mental health complications. And yet what's interesting is that just through exercise, many of those diseases, both mentally and physically, can be reversed. Exercise isn't hard. It just requires proper nutrition and some physical movement. It's really not hard. Exercise isn't hard. It's just the consistency, the mindset, and the goal setting that really are required to make exercise easy. Individual improvements happen on a daily basis, so it's not that difficult. Over the last 8 years of working at the hospital, I've had the pleasure and privilege of working with many, many seniors. And in this time, what I've noticed is that the people who are in the hospital that have a purpose, that have a why, those are the ones that improve faster, are discharged sooner, and we don't see them again. It's the ones that don't have that purpose, that have lost the things that they don't know why they're really doing what they're doing. Those are the ones that don't come out. Those are the ones that get weaker, that end up in assisted living, that we see frequently coming in through the hospital. It's that why. And so one of the first things I do with my clients when I meet them is establish at least 3 goals. 3 goals that will be so painful not to achieve that it will be more pleasurable to take the steps needed to achieve those goals. You see what I mean? you need to associate pleasure and pain. Pleasure being exercising is going to get you independent, pain being whatever I'm doing, if I don't do it, there's going to be consequences. And I believe that whatever we focus on consistently, consciously or unconsciously, whatever we focus on, that will become our reality. So it is vitally important to focus on the positive and optimistic things in your life. One quick side note that I do want to mention about the food we put into our bodies is that, as you know, health is, whatever we put into our body will also affect our mood. Does that make sense? Do you clear with that? Do you agree? You know, you can also tell from a sugar crash, if you get grumpy, or the new term is hangry, though that is affecting our mood. The sad thing is that, you know, when we're in our teens, we can really eat whatever the heck we want, can't we? We can fill our bellies. When we get into college, in our 20s, you know, you pack on a little few pounds. In the 30s, it's just a muffin top right till the end. But what I want to emphasize, though, is that as we're getting to be as our seniors age, the quality of our food needs to be better because we eat less. So we need to focus on our food to be nutrient dense. And what I want to just mention is that when it comes to budgeting in our healthcare society, food is one of the number one things that gets cut in cost. It gets cut in cost. And that is something that we really need to make focus on. But that is an entirely different topic that I can't get into today. There's two things that I do want to touch on today, quickly, and that's our mind and body connection, as well as goal setting. Now please, don't let the law of familiarity get in the way with this. We've all set goals, we've heard about it a lot, but I really want to emphasize that this is an important part of your life as you're aging, and that's goal setting. But let's just talk about the mindset for a second. I want to show you something. So if I were to tell you, describe to me someone who looks depressed, what would you say? But you may never tell. However, if you do look at somebody who's slunched over, sad face, not making eye contact, you can probably tell that they're not in a good space, right? Now tell me, what would you say, how could you describe somebody who's, say, on top of their game, like a 10 out of 10? What would you say? Chins up, shoulders back, right? How's their posture? Posture's good. How's their breathing? Probably great. Probably strut around a little bit too, wouldn't they? You know, feeling good, yeah. Right? So, I want you to try something right now. I want you to get into your most depressed posture. See how that is. Now, when you're in that posture, good. Oh, everybody's looking very depressed right now. That's good. So feel depressed. How does that feel? Now, from there, when you're in this posture, try to feel just how you are, try to feel a 10 out of 10. That's very difficult, isn't it? Now, sit up nice and tall. You're 10 out of 10. You're feeling great. Now, try to feel depressed in this posture. Feel great, stay tall, nice breath, big smile. You're 10 out of 10. Feel depressed. You can't do it, can you? I know I can't. I can't at all. So if I were to ask you right now, what state out of 0 to 10, 10 being the best and 0 being the worst, where are you right now? A 9. You must have got a free ticket. Most would probably say about a 6 or a 7, with the 9. That's great. Good. Okay, so from here, now that you know that a 10 out of 10 has a certain posture and a 0 out of 10 has a certain posture, and you're at about a 6 or a 7 or 9, I want you to get to 10 right now. Shoulders back, nice breath, big smile, feeling good. There's your 10. Good, you guys are looking great. All right, back to normal, All right, back to 10. Big shoulders, posture's up, breathing good. Good. No prizes here. Your prize is that you're a 9. You should be a 10. All right, good. Back to 6. Back to your normal again. All right, one more time. Back to 10. Shoulders up. Posture's good. Breathing well. Good. Now, what am I trying to show you? Well, there's your exercise for one. You got moving. I'll say that. But what I'm trying to say, though, is that just from the state of your body, you can change your attitude. Your motion controls your emotion. The way you stand, the way you hold yourself, controls the way you will feel. So, when you're setting goals and you see obstacles in front of you, it is far better just to change your stance than to change your mental attitude, because your stance will change your mental attitude, not your mental attitude will change your stance. So before you achieve goals and when you want to succeed, stand like a 10 out of 10. Reach that. Your body will adapt and so will your mind. And that's what I want to say about changing your mood. You can conquer your challenges much, much easier when you're a 10 out of 10, just by changing your posture. And try it today. When you're feeling down, change your mood, change your breath, look up to the skies, big smile, shoulders back, and I promise you, you will feel different.
So why don't you have everybody stand up?
I do have a few more things to say in the time. 2 minutes left? Okay, I got 2 minutes left, unfortunately, so I will have to say that when it comes to goal setting, I do have 10 points, 10 tips to goal setting, but unfortunately, I don't think I have much time, so I'll go through really quickly just the top ones. I have lots of copies. I'll be happy to give them all out to you. Number one, when you set a goal, you consciously and subconsciously acknowledge that where you are in your life right now is not where you want to be. Between where you are and where you want to be, the brain becomes dissatisfied, and this creates internal motivation to change. Okay, number two, link pleasure to getting your goal and pain to not reaching the goal. Because without pain, there is no motivation to change. Write down all of your goals. Physical, emotional, spiritual, the things you want, relationships, every aspect in your life, write them down. And when you write them down, ask yourself why. Why do you want this goal? For some of it, it could be going from a walker to becoming independent or dependent in a wheelchair. Do you want to be dependent in a wheelchair? Ask yourself why and make that a goal. Ask yourself this, if I don't reach my goal, what will it cost me? What will it cost me in 1 year if I don't reach this goal? How about 5 years, 10 years down the road? You need to make that change. There's 4 more points on this, and I'll be happy to give them to you to see more. They're vitally important. But in closing, I want to encourage all of you to set goals. They have the ability to change the quality of your life. But I also want you to take this information and use it with lovely elders in your lives. To the ones whose goals would be just to be able to stand easily from a recliner, or to walk to the grocery store, or just stop falling. Grab a pen and paper. Encourage your loving seniors to write down their goals and make strategies to achieve them. And most importantly, review them often, both you and them, together on a regular basis. Because their why will be what gets them through the golden years without suffering, without boredom, with vitality, with strength, with purpose, and with the dignity that they deserve. My name is Richard Major. Thank you very much for your time.
What a day. So that 55 Plus Lifestyle show was pretty awesome for first time experience. I made these trifolds, Meet Richard Major. And had some information in there. I was just giving it out. Made those just a couple days ago, and then I had this strength and balance kit, which and it was a great time. Like, I just talked to a lot of cool people, older people of course, and I was trying to get them to fill out this words of wisdom, and I didn't get much. It wasn't very successful, but I did get a few things, which is pretty funny. So it says like, stay positive and value your friends. They're worth $1 million. That was from an 81-year-old. That's pretty good. Another one says, never run for a man or a bus. There will be another along in a minute. And that was a 79-year-old wrote that one. That was pretty good. Don't forget about yourself. Keep walking. That was it. Words of wisdom. Anyway, what I really wanted to share though is that when I did my speech about goal setting, I wasn't just talking about it from a reference of not setting goals myself. And what I have is I carry this around in my cell phone pocket, basically, the protector. And I just want to read it to you. I have a dream. I'm going to be speaking truthfully and wholeheartedly about the importance of keeping independence in seniors. I will create a book and website for them, which will demonstrate exercises, have videos, and I am inspiring and creating massive change for seniors. I will have massive momentum with this by March 31st, 2008. And I wrote this in January, and I've been carrying it around with me since then. And March 1st, I had an email asking if I wanted to be in this event. and there was 98% already full. And she said, if you want it, you can have it. And I said, well, yeah, okay, I'll take it. I'll do it. Why not? And then about 3 days later, she asked if I wanted to have a speaking, like do a presentation there. And I had nothing to do with asking her anything. It just happened. And that's the power of goal setting, is stuff like this. And now I'm actually speaking truthfully and wholeheartedly to a group of people that it actually matters to. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is just my little back talk blurb about my experience and just how I'm feeling right now. So I'm gonna set some new goals, I'm gonna write some new goals, and if that's an asset to any of you guys, let me know and we can figure some out and just do it together, because it really is a game changer.